Hello all, welcome back to Propagandist. We're doing some more RWBY Volume 6 reactions today, namely to Episode 8, Dead End. So, whereabouts are we now in RWBY? Basically in the last episode we had Maria Calavera backstory, and then our characters actually got to Argus at last, and we've met part of Jean Arc's family, his sister Saffron and her wife, Terracotta Arc. They have a child who is actually quite adorable. So, it's been mentioned that Terracotta Arc is apparently a technician or something at a military base in Argus, so that no doubt is going to come into play in the story somehow. So, I'm not going to spend too much time actually at the start here just recapping what we saw in the last episode. I'm just going to sort of say a few things and then get straight into it. So, apologies if, by the way, the lighting quality on my face cam is a bit off in this episode. The weather here in the UK at the moment, I'm actually just looking out my window, which is behind my screen right now. The weather here in the UK at the moment is bloody atrocious. It has been raining, it's been overcast, horrible and grey all day. And the rain's actually just stopped off for a little bit now, so it's lightened up a little bit. When I say lightened up, I don't mean the sun's come out. It's still grey and overcast as hell, it's just not as dark as it was a moment ago. And I'm thinking I'm going to seize this opportunity now to try and record this episode. So hopefully the heavens won't open up again outside and cause the sky to go incredibly dark. If they do, then you'll see the effect, of course, on my face cam and all that. So let's hope that that's not a problem. What else? I feel like there was something else I was going to mention before starting this episode, but I can't remember what it is. Oh no, actually I do remember what it is now. I remember at the start of the last episode, for episode 7 of RWBY Volume 6, I kind of got the title of the episode wrong. I said Grim Keeper, it's actually Grim Reaper. Grim Keeper, for anyone who understands this very niche reference, was a type of enemy encountered in Rayman 3. Maybe I'll try and flash up an image of that on the screen at some point. But without further ado, I think that's enough from me. Let's actually get to the episode. Okay, we're about to start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Just get my cup of tea.
Come on! You didn't even hear us out!
Our orders are clear.
Whoa.
The Mistral Atlas border is closed.
There's some weird looking hats.
Have a good day.
But...
A good day!
Hey, if you don't want to believe that I'm friends with Ironwood...
General Ironwood!
Well, they're a delightful pair, aren't they?
Then fine. But look, we have Weiss Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
Approach!
For some reason, those two remind me of Double H from the 2003 game Beyond Good and Evil. Sorry, I'm making a load of Ubisoft game references today.
Very well. You may speak with our commanding officer.
I don't know why they're reminding me of him. He's that same sort of, like, military figure. Not quite as exaggerated as those two, though.
They were kind of... super weird? Yeah.
What's wrong?
Well, I may know this commanding officer.
That's good, isn't it? If
Nah,
she's your
of course
friend,
it's not.
then maybe she'd be more willing to help us.
I wouldn't exactly call us friends.
Acquaintances?
Not quite.
Colleagues?
Former.
Enemies.
Enemies?
What? Oh,
I had a feeling.
I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've got to be kidding me.
Now, let's not give up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
She's got that old woman humour.
Introducing Special Operative Caroline Cordovan!
Oh, she's another tiny one.
Which she-devil?
I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know, they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Hello, Miss...
This is why I like Maria.
My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say, Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us through!
Nice to see you again as well.
You civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in Argus. So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words. This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas. And it is my duty to uphold them, as only I have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
Such wit! Such tenacity!
Or maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
That too.
Just like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Atlesian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please, we know your kingdom had nothing to
Really
do
getting
with
that,
all of
like,
Beacon.
old school
We were
volume
there.
1 to 3
No
kind of
one
humour
talks about
in this
Atlas
one.
borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk to
The general is no coward. Atlas is strong. If all the kingdoms plan to make us their enemy, then so be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will prevail!
Okay, she's a bit of a nationalist
Seriously have
nutter.
to do that. If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home. But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
No.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we're done here.
Well, that didn't go too well, though, did it? Looks like you're going to have to smuggle yourselves back, maybe.
Well, your face looks like a big dumb boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
I don't,
Yeah.
Weiss. I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second. We'll find a way to Atlas. Together.
Does show how far Weiss has come as a character that
Where are we
she was
going
about to
now?
stand up for Blake
Yeah,
there.
What's the plan?
The plan? The plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
Yeah, he ain't doing too well.
Uncle Crow, I really think we should try and come up with something together.
What's his problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Osmond with us. He usually knows what to do.
Except he's kind of shut himself out.
What is it?
Oh, they don't know.
John!
Everything we did was for nothing!
That's not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
She said she can't be destroyed. She didn't say she can't be defeated. There's a distinction between those two words.
Wow. Great plan, everyone.
She didn't say she
Look,
can't be
none of this
destroyed,
is
right?
great, we know.
I'm pretty sure I'm
But
correct.
we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure about that?
What?
He's in your head, isn't he?
Uh-oh.
Did you already know about this?
He didn't know any of it.
How much longer
Okay.
can we even trust him?
John!
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
Yeah, everybody just calm down. You're about to beat up a kid. It's okay, John, just calm down. Get a grip. Yeah. Yeah, they're not doing too good. I mean, people were saying this in the comments.
Gonna be okay?
I don't know.
Obviously, for these characters, learning all of this, that Salem is
It would
technically
be best if we had some time to ourselves.
unable to be destroyed, is of course going to really mess up their thoughts, considering everything they've been through.
Maybe we could all use some space.
Come on, please.
Go on, he's just
Where
gone.
are you?
Maybe don't
You
throw.
know,
Oh,
I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I tell John and his team when we don't even have a plan? The crow's out drinking, Osmond hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him.
It's a nice looking plate of fruit she's got there.
We only have one more question we can ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
Ask her how you defeat Salem, not how you destroy her.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it
Sorry,
to you,
drinking up my
just
tea.
defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Yes, let's do that.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That's a good idea.
I'd be honored.
Sit back down for Pete's sake.
Told you she'd be the sensei kind of character.
Tell me.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something. And at the Fall of Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me. And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
Was he a huntsman too?
Oh, it's so beautiful looking, this scene.
Back in his day. I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours, but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Huh. He must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off. He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
I tried to keep my powers a secret, but as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
Reflexes. A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen.
A useful one to have.
With my training and secret ability to turn Grim to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them. And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
So, how do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
Oh god.
First, you stop thinking like that. I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
I
Emotional
was
stress.
scared and stressed. Is it emotional? Like unlocking a semblance?
It's emotional, but more focused than that. Think. What is it you wanted?
To save Pyrrha. To save your friends.
I wanted to protect my friends.
There you go, yeah.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
How do you know that?
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision. Were you paying attention?
He appeared, and that happened.
God of light. His eyes. Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. the light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
But that can't be right. You said the light only reacts to Grimm, but I used it during our battle at Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
Interesting. Perhaps there was something that you just weren't seeing?
Ruby!
Oh, hey, guys.
What's going on?
It's Oscar.
Oh.
He's missing.
Uh-oh. Has he run off? Oh, Jean, what have you done? What have you done, lad? Oh, okay. There we go. Short one. Kind of like that, though. Sometimes it's good to have these more sedate episodes where the characters just talk to each other and you get to see their inner feelings. I like that one especially because it was a proper sort of discussion between Maria and RWBY about the whole Silver Eyes deal. Interesting. Okay, hold on, let me just jump cut. Okay, so final thoughts coming. What the fuck have I still got these in? Good, I don't need these in. Sorry. What the hell am I doing? A very professional outro. Not outro. Fuck me. It's been a long working day, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm a bit, you know, my brain not function good sometimes in the afternoon after I've been working all day. What I'm saying, summarising thoughts. So yes, definitely the team is falling apart. So now that Team Juniper, or the remnants of it, know about the deal with Ozpin and the fact that apparently there is no way to destroy Salem, what are they going to be feeling at this point? I mean, we've seen how John feels about this. Nora doesn't seem particularly well to be taking it particularly well, and neither does Ren. So that's going to be an issue. Oscar has now run off. Crow is just gone, presumably drinking, I would guess. But yeah, this is going to be an issue. We're going to have to find out how this is going to resolve itself in due course. Getting into the Atlas base, well, that didn't work, did it? So they're probably going to have to sneak in and probably find a more creative way of getting to Atlas, I would imagine. But I stand by what I said earlier. I'm pretty sure in episode 3, Jin's exact phrasing... well, no, not Jin, sorry. The previous version of Ozpin who asked Jin about, about Salem. Pretty sure his phrasing was, how do I destroy Salem? Not how do you defeat Salem, which I think is going to be important here because there's a distinction, like I say, between those two words in terms of their meaning. So even if you can't kill her, there probably will be a way of defeating her. So it might be, I don't know, unleashing some power or something that keeps her contained, something like that. Who knows? But I mean, I don't know if we'll necessarily get answers to that this volume, or if that'll be something that we get answers to later on in the series. But like I say, yeah, really good to have just some character interactions in this one, particularly Maria and RWBY. And once again, I'll say, God, the art style is just beautiful now. I really like the art style of just that scene in the yard when RWBY and Maria were having the conversation. Just chef's kiss, it looks so good. But other than that, yeah, I mean, can't wait to obviously get into the next episode. I'm hoping at some point soon just to have another big recording session because the last couple of episodes, this one and episode 7, I've just recorded individually when I get a bit of spare time. So, yeah, I'm hoping over the weekend I'll have an opportunity just to sit down and really blitz out and watch a few more episodes, get them recorded, get the footage edited together, get it posted online. Obviously, send a message to Rooster Teeth so that they can lift the worldwide block on the videos because of the, YouTube content ID system and all that. Rooster Teeth have been very good at responding quite promptly and getting the videos unblocked so I can actually release them on my channel, which is great. So I'm just thinking, is there anything else that I want to mention before I go to an outro? I don't believe there is. So we'll wrap things up here. So I hope you'll join me for my reaction to episode 9 when I get around to doing that. In the meantime, of course, yeah, the usual outro messages. If you weren't aware already, Propagandist is my second channel. My main channel is General Red Strategist, where I do all sorts of gaming content. If you're interested in that, go check it out. There might be something on there that captures your attention. But other than that, goodbye everybody.